What is going on, YouTube? I am revisiting my Reshiram Groudon combination. This time we have Venusaur, Grimmsnarl returning with Groudon and Reshiram, but we now have a change of adding in Regieleki and Gastrodon. Last time we had Pheromosa for some coaching support on Groudon. We've gotten rid of that. We now have Regieleki for some speed control with Volt Switch. We have Hyper Beam on the off chance we might want to Dynamax Regieleki. We do still have a Focus Sash because this Regieleki's more or less still looking to play the role of support through speed. We have Volt Switch on here in case we need to quickly switch in something else while getting a little bit of chip. Venusaur is still the same with Energy Ball, Weather Ball, Sludge Bomb, and Sleep Powder. We changed Reshiram's moves up. Originally we had Shadow Ball on here. Now we have Solar Beam and Earth Power. We have an Assault Vest instead of a Life Orb. And Gastrodon is replacing Gyarados. So we have an offensive Gastrodon here with Protect, Scald, Ice Beam, and Earth Power. Idea here is more or less I want to bluff the idea of having Yawn. And I just want this Gastrodon to do some offensive things. If we run into water types like Kyogre, I want Gastrodon to be here to eat up all those water type attacks with Storm Drain, get a boost, and then take advantage of the fact that it's boosted and go for either Ice Beam, Earth Power, or Scald, depending on what's there. If there's a Landorus here, oh, you better believe we love Ice Beaming that Landorus at +1. Other things I was thinking of too with this team is Reshiram can get tanky with Earth Power as Max Quake. We have access to Overgrowth. I know Solar Beam is a little bit more standard on Reshiram, but I didn't think of that at the time. Actually, I didn't even know that at the time when I put Shadow Ball on here. Or I might have. I might have to go back and rewatch what I said. But anyways, don't quote me on that. Anyways, we have Solar Beam for Max Overgrowth to hit some things hard. It's a backup plan for if we run into Kyogre or even Gastrodons. Should be a good time. Grimmsnarl still has speed support through Scary Face and Light Screen and Reflect. Pretty good in case we can't slow something down with Regieleki. Overall, I think this might be a little bit of a stronger version of the team that I used, so let's test it out on the ladder. Okay, we have a Kyogreization team with Rillaboom, Regieleki, Nilego, and Galarian Articuno. Okay, so Grassy Glide is not Groudon's friend, but Max Overgrowth is not Kyogre's friend either. I think maybe we can lead Eleki Reshiram. Try to go for Electro Webs. I don't mind Gastrodon, but at the same time I'm scared of that Rillaboom. I think maybe we bring Groudon in the back, and maybe even Venusaur. Yeah, I think maybe that's what we do. I think we bring Groudon Venusaur. Because we can always Overgrowth the Kyogre. We could even go for a Wormwind into something. If they lead Zacian, we can always Wormwind into Zacian's partner, which wouldn't be bad. Max Quake into Nilego might be nice. I've got a feeling that might be Meteor Beam Power Herb. Articunoization, okay. So, I'm not entirely... I don't mind this, but I really don't like it at the same time. I'm not opposed to it. Because what I can do here is I can Electro Web. And I can Wormwind the Articuno. Get a speed drop and an attack drop into Zacian ideally. That would be nice, in the very least. If we get a speed drop into Zacian, all the better. We're gonna play this really aggressively, but we've got to get rid of that Articuno because I technically gave them the potential to have a +4 by the end of this turn if I mess up. Okay, the Electro Web is fine. Missing Zacian here. So long as we get some damage into Articuno. And we don't. Okay. Okay, they have Hypnosis. That's fun. Not what I wanted to see. Alright. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay. So we gave them +2. Gyarados had one job. Hit Articuno. It did not do that job. Okay. Well, what we can do at least. We can go for the Max Flare into Articuno. Hopefully they don't Hypnosis us. Okay, there's Kyogre, so... not ideal. But we're gonna hopefully override this rain with Sun. And they're gonna go Freezing Glare into a Lucky. Okay. Still a cool animation. It's been a while since I've seen it. So, in theory, I should get rid of Articuno. Yeah. We also got rid of Kyogre's Rain, which is nice. So, I think maybe what we try to do, because I still have Groudon in the back, I feel like they switch out Kyogre here. I think we Flare into Rillaboom and turn it into Zacian and Kyogre. We're also going to try to protect with a Lucky, see if we can wake up. I feel like Kyogre either protects or switches. Lucky stayed asleep. Okay, that's fine. It's not ideal. Rillaboom protects. They went for a Water Spout. Okay. I'm fine with that. We're gonna get the Flare off into Rillaboom. That's a lot. I really like that. We also have the grassy terrain on the field. So, I think we bring in Venusaur. I think we Sludge Bomb the Rillaboom. And... no, I think we Weather Ball into the Kyogre slot. On the off chance Zacian switches in. And... that might be enough. I think we Earth Power into the Rillaboom slot. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna max. That might not be good. I should have Solar Beamed in the Kyogre slot. But to be fair, I was trying to cover for the switch. If this is Max Geyser, I'm not terribly worried about it, because I can always switch Groudon in and get my speed back. That did nothing. Okay. There's a Geyser. Reshiram's Assault Vested though, so we're gonna take that no problem. How much is this to Rillaboom? Not enough. Okay. They are gonna high horsepower. They high horsepowered Venusaur. Okay. Good to know we're all over the place for the attacks this turn. Their Geyser did nothing to my Reshiram. What I could do, we're gonna go Sleep Powder into Kyogre. We're gonna switch in Groudon. They went for Hypnosis, we're gonna go for Sleep Powder. It'd be nice if I can put their Kyogre to sleep. I am banking on Sleep Powder's shoddy accuracy though. They protect Rillaboom, that's great. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Night night. Good night, Kyogre. I don't miss you already. So, I think now I Weather Ball into Rillaboom. And switch Reshiram back in. So long as Kyogre stays asleep this turn, and I get to keep the sun, all the better, because I can Solar Beam. They're going to Grassy Glide into Reshiram, that's perfectly fine. That did next to nothing. We get the Weather Ball, so that's going to be the end of Rillaboom. And that covered for the potential Zacian switch in. Kyogre did stay asleep too, as well. So, I think we're going to Solar Beam into Kyogre. And here's the thing though, Weather Ball is not enough. Weather Ball is not enough to get rid of Zacian on its own. I don't think I double though. I think I have to go for, I think I do have to go for Zacian with Weather Ball. And I think we Solar Beam into Kyogre. If they protect with Zacian as well, that's not good. Yeah, they protect, that's fine though. Because Groudon can always come in and attempt to Precipice Blades Zacian. Kyogre woke up this turn. They go for the Water Spout. Reshiram held on to that no problem. I'm very happy with that. Also, we are terrain boosted on this Solar Beam. So this should be putting an end to high-powered Water Spouts coming my way. Nice. Okay. Well, I think we go for Zacian. I think we go Weather Ball. What are we for Sun? We have 2 turns of Sun left. I think we go Weather Ball Earth Power. And my opponent forfeits. Okay, so that worked out pretty good. I wanted to see where Weather Ball was so I could gauge where my Venusaur is on the spectrum with Zacian, but it is what it is. Good game to my opponent. Okay, we have a Calyrex, Ice Rider, and Kyogre team with Zapdos, Incineroar, Dusclops, Comfey, and finally Kyogre. So, more rain, ice as well. Okay, so I think Reshiram looks phenomenal here. I think Gastrodon might be nice. That Comfey makes me wonder though if this is weakness policy Kyogre though. I really don't want to find out the hard way, but I think we're going to. I think we're gonna go a Lucky Reshiram, Groudon. They also have the Trick Room option, so I think Gastrodon might be good here too. Yeah, I think we bring Gastrodon to this one. Especially if Kyogre maxes and I'm expecting a Geyser, I can always switch in Gastrodon. That would be ideal. That's kind of the whole point to me putting Gastrodon on this team. I really think Calyrex maxes though, but the Comfey is throwing me off. Okay, Incineroar, Dusclops. So that makes me think a Fake Out's coming my way. So they know I have an Assault Vest. I think we're gonna Volt Switch off you. And I think we are going to Earth Power. Yeah, that's pretty obvious, but that's okay. Find out how much damage this Earth Power does. Good amount. Yeah, there's the Trick Room, which I'm not surprised about in the slightest. I think we Volt Switch, because I'm pretty sure a Parting Shot's coming my way. And we're going to Blue Flare. There's the Nightshade. That's okay. Oh, Darkest Lariat. Alright. That's into a Lucky. That's not good. I was expecting Parting Shot. I was expecting Parting Shot into Calyrex. But that's fine. Now, they know I can't protect with Reshiram because I'm Assault Vested. But I'm going to bring in Gastrodon. We're going to go for the Precipice Blades. Because Groudon still has the ability to protect. And they will probably assume. Okay, Will-O-Wisp. That's fun. But I'm Lumberry. So, we're going to heal that off. They Flare Blitz into Groudon. That's a huge amount of damage. Dusclops, of course, dodges Precipice Blades. Yep. Alright. That's how it be, though. So, do I think they Will-O-Wisp into my Groudon? Because what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of going for a Precipice Blades anyways. And I'm thinking we Scald into the Calyrex slot. Because I think they might self-proc a weakness policy. Yep. Good job, me. And this is Glacial Lance coming my way. I was expecting them to also Dynamax. Not as good as I would like, but hey, let's try to get a burn. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. So, that's a lot to Gastrodon, but we did get the burn. So, I think what we can do, I think we max Reshiram. And I think, realistically, this is the last turn at Trick Room, too. So I think we protect Gastrodon. I think we max Reshiram. And I think we try to get rid of Calyrex. We do have the Sun in our favor. They're burned, so even at +3, it's not ideal for them. I think they're going to Max Guard. Yeah, I think they might Max Guard here. They might go for a Max Quake into Reshiram. Yeah, they might Max Quake me. Let's think. Dusclops has Nightshade, Shadow Sneak. Will-O-Wisp and Trick Room, so not much of offensive pressure coming out of that. They also know I'm Assault Vested, so they probably want to try to get as much damage into Reshiram as possible. They're up +3 and burned, so I might be able to live this and take them out. Keyword is might. Do I think they go for Gastrodon? No. I think they go for that, though. Hailstorm. They did go for Gastrodon. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm okay with that. They don't have a special defense boost. So, this isn't entirely over. Though, that's not as much as I was expecting. They do have the burn, so that's nice. Okay, so Calyrex is faster than Gastrodon. Okay. I think we Max Quake in case Kyogre's their last one. Get a special defense boost. Even if Zapdos is on the team too, that's nice. And I think we Earth Power. Should have went for Dusclops. Yeah, I got a little too eager there. Because Dusclops goes with Trick Room. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to be a little bit cheeky here. I'm going to Earth Power into the Calyrex, and I'm going to Wormwind into the... Oh yeah, Dusclops is going to be faster. Okay. That's not good. Okay. Not ideal. The fact that they went for Hailstorm makes me wonder if they actually had Max Quake, because Max Quake would have done it. Yeah, Max Quake would have done it there. It's not ideal. Dusclops can get me with Nightshade. They can even get me with Shadow Sneak. Okay. I should have protected Gastrodon. And then that way, I should have protected Gastrodon, gone for Calyrex. Unfortunately, that's all it is, though. They do get me here. Just because we can, we'll go for the Blue Flare into the Dusclops slot, but Calyrex gets me. Actually, Dusclops gets me. So, anyways, as unfortunate as that is, good game to my opponent. I did rush in a little bit more eagerly than I should have. On the turn Trick Room ended, I should have gone for Dusclops instead with both of them. But I was worried about Calyrex getting rid of Gastrodon. So, anyways, you live some, you win some, you lose some, you live and learn. There we go. That's the way how it goes. I don't know why I started to say you live some, but nah, it is what it is. Okay, we have Shadow Rider Calyrex with Golduck. That's cool. We have Golduck, we have Solgaleo, the other restricted, we have Zapdos, we have Whimsicott, and we have Incineroar. So I wonder if that's Cloud9 Golduck, which if it is, that's cool. Solgaleo and Calyrex, they're gonna be faster than Groudon, but I think what we can maybe do, I think we can maybe slow them down, go for a Max Quake with Groudon. I think this is a Groudon game. I don't know, but Venusaur doesn't look terrible. We can always Sleep Powder too. Yeah. We can always Sleep Powder with Venusaur. We'll see what happens, though. Alright. So. I'm also hoping this doesn't drag out because my computer is very low battery. I might actually have to switch locations. So if the background behind me changes, you guys know why. We'll see how this goes. So Solgaleo, Incineroar. They could potentially fake out my Gyarados. Yeah, they could potentially fake out a Lucky. Groudon doesn't have a way of restoring its attack because I am Lumberry, not White Herb. Okay. What we'll do, we're gonna bring in Venusaur. We're gonna get big with a Lucky and strike the Incineroar. Because I'm pretty sure they fake out into my Regieleki slot. So we're going to get big. We're going to max strike them. Venusaur's got speed. So we can maybe Sleep Powder Solgaleo. That's assuming Venusaur also doesn't come in and just immediately get taken out by something. Stupid things have happened before. Because, you know, if you play stupid games, you do win stupid prizes, and this might be borderline a stupid game right here. That said, we do have a Focus Sash, so... with Dynamax, my Regieleki might be able to live 2 non-max hits. They're going to get big with their Solgaleo. Okay. So... I am going for Max Strike into the Incineroar. For the main reason that I do want to Sleep Powder Solgaleo. Yeah, there's the Fake Out into a Lucky. I could have Max Guard it too now that I'm thinking about it, but... ah well. They Steel Spike. I'm okay with that. I do live that too, which is nice. Okay. So. Who's faster? My +2 Venusaur or my Regieleki? 139. That's the magic number right there. My Venusaur is actually going to be faster than their Solgaleo. Or my Venusaur is going to be faster than my Regieleki. Okay. I think we're going to max guard with Regieleki, though, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to get that electric terrain just yet. We got the Sleep Powder. Nice. Yeah, so... let's see. They Flare Blades Venusaur. That's okay. What we can maybe do is I kind of want to double into Solgaleo with Reshiram and Aleki. I want a Blue Flare and I want a Max Lightning. They're going to withdraw Incineroar. That's great. Switching in Zapdos. So we'll go for our Max Lightning. We'll get some boosted damage from Transistor. That was a crit, though. That's a little concerning. We do have a Sun-boosted Blue Flare, though. Not quite enough, but that's a good amount of damage. Solgaleo stayed asleep. It also did not faint, which is nice. So, we can Electro Web. And we'll go Blue Flare into Zapdos. Oh, that's Volt Switch. We want Electro Web. And my opponent worth it. Okay, that's great. Very quick one, but hey, my laptop is dying really, really quick, so I gotta plug in right quick. But anyways, good game to my opponent. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this revisited Groudon and Reshiram team. We ended up playing up against Kyogre and Zacian with some sleep shenanigans in game 1. They had Hypnosis on their Galarian Articuno. I had Sleep Powder on my Venusaur. Luckily, it worked out in our favor. We ended up playing Trick Room with Kyogre and Ice Rider. Unfortunately, I got a little bit greedy and should have tried to get rid of Dusclops and let their Calyrex go for a Max Guard and absorb both of my attacks, which was a bit foolish on my end. But we did at least burn the Calyrex. We almost had it gone. It was a moderately close game, all things considered. I just kind of threw it, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And finally, we had that third game, that third short game against Solgaleo and Shadow Rider Calyrex. We didn't even get to find out what the fourth Mon on that was, but we got to put Solgaleo to sleep with Venusaur. We maxed Regieleki. We were able to bring Solgaleo down to about 20% of its HP. We were going to get an Electro Web off into Solgaleo and Zapdos and potentially a Blue Flare. I would have liked to have seen how far that would have turned out, but unfortunately, it is what it is. It ended short. That said, at the time, my laptop was also dying, hence different background behind me. But hey, all things considered, I didn't mind the team. I think it still needs more work for this combination. I feel like it might need some kind of boosts. The damage didn't quite seem to be there, but anyways, more tweaking will come, and we'll try it out later on. So anyways, I will see you guys next time on my campaign to entertain.